You buy the fastest laptop, then still hate drafting on it at a cramped cafe table. The real problem is usually keyboard feel, screen space, ports, and software fit. So this guide sorts writer laptops by workflow pain, not shiny silicon. For writing, buy the keyboard and workflow first. Then check ports, app compatibility, and upgrade limits. Let's move. Number 1. Microsoft Surface Laptop 7th Edition 15, 2024. If you want Windows without feeling boxed in, I'd start here. It's best for writers who draft in browser tools or mainstream Windows apps. The roomy 15-inch screen matters because references can sit beside the draft. That means less tab juggling and fewer tiny text boxes during long sessions. The keyboard is also the reason I'd pick it over cheaper Windows options. But the Snapdragon X Elite platform changes the homework. Because it's ARM-based, specialized writing apps deserve a compatibility check before buying. Skip it if your workflow depends on niche Windows software. Also skip it if you want the smallest bag-friendly laptop. This is premium Windows comfort, with one real software caveat. Number 2. Apple MacBook Air 15 M4 2025. Already in iCloud, Messages, and macOS writing apps? I make this the easy Mac pick. It's for writers who want a quiet, thin machine with a big canvas. The 15.3-inch Retina display gives your outline and draft room to coexist. Because it's fanless, there's no fan whine competing with a quiet room. The keyboard and haptic touchpad also suit long editing sessions. Now the trade-off is ports, not writing comfort. You get 2 USB-C/Thunderbolt 4 ports, so dongles can become part of ownership. Skip it if you need lots of built-in connections. Also skip it if you expect RAM or storage upgrades later. Buy enough up front. Number 3. Acer Swift Go 14, 2024. This is the sensible Windows pick when premium polish isn't worth the stretch. I'd choose it for students, freelancers, and home office writers who move around. The 14-inch footprint is easier in small desks and crowded bags. Yet it still gives you modern writing room connections, including Wi-Fi 6, E, and Thunderbolt 4. You can choose FHD plus IPS or 2.8K OLED display options. That helps if your priority is sharper text or simpler indoor use. But the savings show up in feel. There's more plastic than a premium picks, and the keyboard is mushier. Skip it if keyboard comfort is your whole decision. Also skip it if you want a bigger writing canvas. Number 4. ASUS Vivobook 16M 1605 2023. Big screen, tight budget, Windows required. That's the Vivobook lane. I pick it for writers who want more page space than polish. The 16-inch display gives drafts, notes, and browser tabs more breathing room. It also keeps practical ports around, with HDMI, USB-C, and 3 USB-A ports. That matters if your desk still has older keyboards, drives, or printers. The trade-off is the screen and connection ceiling. The 1080p display isn't ideal for bright rooms, and USB-C doesn't carry video out. Skip it if you rely on USB-C monitor setups. Also skip it if you need all-day unplug margin without planning a charge. Number 5. Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3 Chromebook 14, 2023. If your writing life lives online, I consider this before overspending. It's for Google Docs, browser research, email, and lightweight admin work. The 14-inch Chrome OS format stays compact for classrooms, couches, and small desks. Ports are better than the stereotype, with 2 USB-A ports, USB-C, and HDMI. The USB-C port also supports charging and video output. So an external monitor setup is still realistic. The trade-off is that Chrome OS narrows your software choices. The keyboard is mushy, and the small touchpad can feel less responsive. Skip it if you need desktop writing apps. Also skip it if touchpad feel drives you crazy. Number 6. Microsoft Surface Pro 11th Edition 2024. This is the pick I'd only buy for a specific writer. If you mark up drafts, handwrite notes, or switch between tablet and laptop, it makes sense. The 13-inch Windows 11 design supports pen input and works with Surface Slim Pen 2. Its 3:2 display shape also feels natural for documents and annotations. But ownership cost is the catch. The detachable keyboard and stylus are separate purchases, so the real setup costs more. The kickstand layout is also worse on a lap than a clamshell. Skip it if you write on trains, couches, or your knees. Also skip it if RMAC compatibility would create risk. For Windows comfort, I'd pick the Surface laptop. For Mac writers, choose the MacBook Air. For value, the Acer is cleaner than the cheaper choices. For big screen budget work, go Vivobook. For web-only writing, go Chromebook. For Markup, go Surface Pro. Before buying, check your must-have app on the exact OS and processor. Then map your desk ports. If you need external displays, confirm the right connection path. Prices and availability change, so check before you buy. My pick is the Surface laptop for Windows writers or the MacBook Air for Mac loyalists. Choose Acer for value, Vivobook for cheap space, Lenovo for web work, and Surface Pro for markup. Links are in the description.